Hi programmers. So in this video, our aim is to check how we can link multiple containers. So in this scenario, I have taken a beautiful example of databases so that we can understand what's going on behind the scene. So first of all, I'm gonna go with the Postgres database because that is very powerful and everyone is asking with the combination of Docker and everything. So that could be the best example, okay? So I'm going to launch Postgres database container, and the next container will be the pgAdmin, which is the UI admin for Postgres itself. Okay, two different containers will be there. As soon as we launch it, we see that how this pgAdmin will be linked to the Postgres database like that. Okay, then I'm going to show you that how you can persist data if some container got deleted, something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna launch those two containers and delete those two containers and see that how that data will be missed or deleted and how to persist that data in the next scenario. Okay, first of all, how to find that particular image. Okay, so you have to go to the Docker hub, okay, and then just type Docker hub the Postgres particular website, the image, and you have to configure those things. Okay, now there are two commands, one is docker pull and one is docker run. So docker pull will pulls the data from the Docker hub and keep inside our machine as an image, whereas there is a docker run command. If we hit that, it will first check in our local machine that whether we have that image available or not. If that is not available, it goes into the Docker hub, fetches that images, puts inside this images tab, and then on the top of that it will create the Docker container. Okay, so let me show you that how we can directly use that one so that you can get the clear picture that what I'm trying to say. So Docker run in detached mode with the port, every Postgres container runs on 5432. Okay, so I'm going to expose this one to same 5432. Okay, Postgres database I'm talking about. Then I'm going to put this one as a name called DB itself. Okay, and now here is the thing, we have to pass the environment variables because as you know that every database requires the username and password. That's the reason I insisted that we should go with the environment variable first and understand how those things work. That's the reason I created the previous video with the environment variable and Node.js combination. Don't worry, I'm going to provide the link in the description below so that you can go back and check it. Please go and check it and then you will understand how environment variable works. Okay, now I'm going to quickly go and provide the username, password and the database name with this Postgres. Okay, I'm going to provide three things. Okay, so -e and then Postgres underscore user. Okay, you have to provide this naming convention only. Postgres will understand that okay, this is the naming convention, I got it, I need to provide this one, consider as a username. Okay, the second name is Postgres underscore password equal to password, like that. And the last point, sorry, I forgot to pass the -e. The second point, if you are providing one attribute as an environment variable, you have to provide a separate -e. Okay, and then again -e and provide Postgres underscore DB equals to database, like that, and the Postgres. So what you are trying to do over here is that you are trying to run a Docker container in a detached mode with this port, giving that container a name, setting three individual environment variables, username and password for this particular Postgres. Okay, now we don't have anything, any volume, nothing. So first it will go and check locally. We don't have anything over here, right, locally. So see, I'm going to tell you each and every command now. Select. So unable to find the image Postgres latest locally. Okay, so that's why first it checked inside our local machine, couldn't find, it went to Docker hub, pulled that image. See, it is downloading that image. Okay, as soon as it download that image, it will extract that image, create a Docker container over here, because we directly ran Docker run command. Okay, so it's pulling all the layers and everything behind the scene. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you that the next container which we wanted, that is pgAdmin. Okay, that is pgAdmin. So it's pulling and everything got completed over here. So I'm gonna go take this one, pgAdmin 4. Again, I'm directly gonna run the Docker run command, so it will first check and then we are good to go. See over here, as soon as we create, we got the Postgres image, as well as we got the container, as well as we got the volume. Okay, now guys, this is the most important part. Okay, you need to understand how those things work. Now I'm on the volume, that is 8b11. Okay, if I go to container, see where is that 8b11. Go inside inspect element and go down and see the mounting value is like 8b11. So this is the Docker container. Okay, this is the Docker volume is being attached inside this Docker directory, right? Attached inside this directory, that is where lib, PostgreSQL and data. I'm gonna copy this one, okay, and put this one inside my notepad. Guys, do the same thing from your side, because that is the most important thing. But hey, how would I know that that is the directory structure? Yes, you can double check. Go to files, go down, check where, go down, check lib, go down Postgres, go down data. So all the SQL related data will be saved here, and this will be mapped to this volume. Okay, now I'm assuming that we got the database, everything got set up, right? Now let's connect this one with the admin. How to do that? So this pgAdmin connects or exposed to port 80, right? So how to do that? So let's see. Docker run in detach mode with a port of 80 as an exposed port. Okay, I'm gonna take this one and expose this one to the public, that is 50/50, and then you have to provide here two things, the username and password. That's it. And how to do that? So you have to provide pgAdmin _default _email. Okay, and type user @example.com. Any username you can provide like that. We are just setting that value, right? Now second thing, pgAdmin _default password equal to password. Now lastly, I'm gonna give this one a name called pgAdmin as a name. Okay, but guys, see, before I go and do some hit and something like that, can you see some link in between them? No, right? How? Because this name of the container is db and I can't find db anything saying that it is connected to this one. No, right? So what all you have to do over here is that after providing the credential, just type space and provide hyphen link space db. So what you are telling, hey, go pull the image, run it with those containers, those credentials, and link this particular database which is already there. So this particular data, the container will be dependent on this one. Okay, now if I hit it, pgAdmin, hit it, yeah, so it's not finding that file locally first and pulling everything from the Docker Hub. Okay. So in the meantime, let me check whether we have the other volume or not. So we don't have any other volume, guys. As soon as we create some Docker containers, it will one volume will be automatically be attached. Okay, so just make sure that you have 8b volume attached to the db container, which is the database, proper database, not the UI. So most of the things like being extracted over here. So the next point which I'm gonna do, As soon as it launched, I'm assuming that it is already connected, right? In the meantime, I'm going to show you that as you have already copied this one, right? Okay. So I'm going to keep that open. Okay. Now, what all you have to do now over here, that let me check, because it already ran. So it ran on pgAdmin. This is on 5050. Okay. So what you have to do is like go localhost and type 5050, hit enter. Why it's like connected and it's why it's not working, guys? It will work because it is configuring the database and it is massive. It's huge in the backend. So you just need to wait and do just a refresh, and it should work. Just like 4 or 5 times might be, but it should work. You just need to be patient over here. And as soon as it is connected, you can see the data back and forth going inside from the container. Okay, so let me go inside and check what's going on, because we can see the logs and everything. See guys, it's booting working with the PID. It's doing it. See over here, it started. Okay, now it started. Now see the beautiful UI. See over here, guys, we got a lot of things going on, but yeah, we can see the data. But over here, what you have to provide, the username. Now you are connected via the pgAdmin, right? So you have provided the pgAdmin, this one, the username, and this password you have to provide inside. Okay, so let me go and pass password. If I hit it enter, so see the logs in each and everything. It is telling that okay, it is got inside. Okay, now I'm assuming that I can connect to this particular database. So those two things are linked but not connected until now. So I'm gonna tell you like how to connect it. Go inside this database, type like I'm gonna create a customer database, something like that. Now connection, this is the most important thing, how to provide the connection. This is the DB name. You are connecting to the database. For example, you will be having number of databases over here for customers, employees, items, orders, anything, right? So you have to make sure that how to differentiate. So over here you got the database container name, provide that container name over here. That is 432. You already provide here in the 432 for that. That is the one. That's right. And maintenance database doesn't matter. You can provide Postgres database, something like that. The username, you already provide the username, and the password is password. Okay, the password, like that. If you go and save it, you are in. So you are connected into the database. See over here, that's the beauty of the Docker. Okay, and if I show you, you have this table. Okay, so if I refresh this, you don't see anything. I'm gonna quickly create a database inside, sorry, a table. I have that query already. So I'm creating a customer table and putting some random value with my name, Amir, programmer at xml.com, and just showing that particular customer. Okay. So let me go hit it, and then I got that value. So if I see this one now or refresh it, check it, I got this customer. Now what if, guys, again I'm gonna show you one more time. Okay, see if I go inside, go to inspect element, see this one 8b11, then go to volume 8b11, that's the volume. Okay, just mark that volume. Okay, now those volume is being connected to inside this container volume, container location. As soon as if I delete this container, will my data be persisted over here or not? Let me try. I don't have database right now, so I can't refresh this one because there is no database. So I'm gonna go over here and launch a database one more time. This one, the same database, but this time we get the new container with the new volume. If I show you, as soon as we delete that container, the volume will go away as well. That is the 8b11, something like that, that is gone. Okay, now if I hit enter, it will create a new container with the new volume. See over here, I got the new volume, less than a minute ago, that is D65. Let me double check with you guys. If I go to inspect element, double file like that. Okay, so that was the reason that it was not being configured. Like, now the thing is that again, if I do the same thing, it won't get connected. Okay, so what you have to do, guys, over here, just simple thing. Instead of telling the Docker container, hey, go and just create the volume, you have to tell Docker that whatever the data you are creating, put that data inside my local machine. So in the next time you are coming into the picture, if you find something like that, go and link to my local system, and then you can directly bound everything. Okay, so that is called mounting. So for that reason, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just created a customer folder. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this customer folder. Okay, and I have shown you already that DB container will be saved at var lib PostgreSQL /data, right? Now how to link it? Okay, so you have to go up. Okay, and then over here you have to link it something like that. So after giving the name, you have to provide the volume as a -v, which you are attaching the value. Now go to this particular directory, copy it, okay, and then paste it, okay, and put :var/lib /PostgreSQL/data, like that. So this is the sequence you have to provide anyhow. Okay, if you don't provide that sequence, it won't work, because that is the exact sequence it will search inside the Docker container and then plug it over here. Now everything should work fine, right? I don't think so. See, reference error, like you have to provide the proper specified location. Why it's like that? Everything looks fine, right? Now guys, over here, this is the Windows instance. So, and Docker runs on the top of Linux itself. Okay, so you have to provide Linux command over here. So what you have to do is go back, and instead of / provide /. Now see, this is please very careful. As soon as I hit it, okay, see the reflection inside this container. Okay, inside this folder. Okay, 1 2 3. That's it. Boom, we got all the data which is there. So if I go inside files and then var lib and Postgres SQL and the data, we got base, global, everything over here, right, inside our data. So we already linked it. Now let's see, let me go back and refresh the pgAdmin. Okay, so this is the first time we are creating the customer record. Okay, so the table inside it. Okay, because we didn't bound the local directory previously in our Docker container, right? So what you have to do is, see, it's asking, hey, provide the customer password. So because we refresh it, right, password, yeah, now it's connected. So guys, you have to go over here, do Postgres, and then go inside and tables. Now just create one table quickly like this. Okay, as soon as you create this table, you will get those value, right? Now I'm gonna go back and delete this container. Again, we gonna note down the volume. We don't have any volume attached, right? Because see over here, this time this value is being attached to our local directory, not that volume. Okay, this is the one. So we are putting in each and everything inside our database like that. Now for example, if I accidentally deleted it, how to do this. Okay, so let me go and delete it. Okay, and run it one more time with the, now see, this time we'll get the different container. Okay, so you might have noticed that this one, this D9D, was totally different with the previous one for that container DB, right? So this is a totally new one. Now what if I refresh this one? Will my data be persisted or not? Let's see. And if I go inside and check, we got our data persisted. And if I show you data, yes, we got our data. So that's how, guys, you can link your database, all the data related content in everything inside the database query. So now until now everything works fine, right? But you might be wondering that how many times should I pass the username and password and those many things. It's like it's really getting complicated and very confusing. So how to resolve that one? So there is a concept called Docker Compose, where there will be just one file you have to create, and based on that one file you can configure each and everything, all the dependent Dockers, containers and everything. Okay, so as this pgAdmin was dependent on DB, right? So we'll see that how we can bind those two things, dbAdmin, pgAdmin with the DB, plus those two should be linked to the Node.js application, right? So all three containers will be linked, should be linked together, right? And everything will be maintained by just one configuration file, that is called Docker Compose, which I'm gonna create in the next upcoming videos, and then you will be having a clear picture that how to do this one in the beautiful way, and then you will get to know that how to persist the data as well there. Okay, so guys, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please do let me know, and please do subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Cheers.